Hi, I'm Stuart. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thanks for viewing my video. In this video, I'm going to give my reading wrap-up for the week of June 29th through July 5th. I didn't complete any books this week. I read parts of 5 books, so I'll talk a little bit about those 5 books. I'll talk about my reading plans for the upcoming week. I'll talk about a Wooble I completed and a crochet project I started. I'll talk about the videos that I did this week, and probably some other things going on in my life too. First book I read part of this week is Everyday Crochet, The Complete Beginner's Guide by June Gilbank. I will talk later about the pattern from this book that I'm working on currently. The second book I read part of this week is Silver Elite by Dani Francis. This is the June read for Booked and Busy, a Fable book club, moderate by Jaime at Jaime Fock on here. I did miss the deadline. I was supposed to complete it by the end of June. I don't have too much left now. Book has some flaws, but I am enjoying it. The third book I read parts of this week is The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. This is the June read for On With the Band, a Fable book club, moderate by MJ. Reading This Life at M-J on here. I'm most of the way through it. I missed the deadline on this one also. It's supposed to be done by the end of June. Another book I read part of this week is Managing Other Lives by Willow Heath, who is, in addition to being an author, is at Willow Talks Books on here. The majority of the way through. The first story was more a novella than a short story. Second story is actually a short story. I'm most of the way through it. I am enjoying the book. A book I just started is You Are Here, Discovering the Magic of the Present Moment by Thich Nhat Hanh. As I said in my TBR video, which hopefully will be released before this one, I decided I wanted to become much more mindful. I got the idea. I had been thinking about mindfulness before I watched a recent video by Nicole on Nicole's Bookish Nook, but her video was the one that really made me decide I wanted to pursue it more. She talks about various mental health conditions and she offers resources. One of them was offering this author to learn about mindfulness. So I got this book. I just read a little bit of it so far. A book I want to get back to reading is Weaveworld by Clive Barker. I had put it aside a couple weeks ago to read other books. I do want to get back to it though. This is the June read for Fright Club, monitored by Cliff at Cliff's Dark Gems and Chris at Chris_reads. It's actually the June and halfway through July. They've decided not to do a July book because this is a big book. I do hope to complete this book in time for the live chat. I enjoyed what I read so far. I think I'm having a little bit of burnout with big books because in April I read The Will of the Many by James Islington, around 600 pages. In July I read Boy's Life by Robert McCammon, around 600 pages. And I'm currently reading Silver Elite by Dani Francis, which is around 550 pages, and The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck, which is around 550 pages. So I think. And I also read Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is 400, and I only mention that because to consider a book as a big book of summer, it has to be 400 plus, so Seven Husbands made that criteria, just barely. I just think I'm getting a little burned out on the big books, so I'm going to do my best on Weaveworld. I think even if I don't complete it, I'll probably look at the live chat. It's not because I don't like the book, it's just I'm a little burned out on big books. As far as my upcoming plans for the week, they are to finish Silver Elite and The Grapes of Wrath. I don't have much left in either. Get back reading Weaveworld, and then also to start reading the books on my TBR, and I won't mention those here, but if you watch my last video, you see what those books are, especially the book club books. Those would be the first priority, in addition to the books I mentioned here. So far this week, I've published 4 videos. The first was my review of Gorgeous Gruesome Faces by Linda Chang. The second was my reading wrap-up for the week ending 6/28/2025. Third is 12 books I would save in the apocalypse. The fourth was Music or No Music, A Matter of Taste, and I hope to publish my July TBR video. Today, as I record this, it's Saturday, July 5th. If I do, that'll be 5 videos for the week, which is actually one more than I normally would plan to do. I'm not sure why I got to 5, but since the video should be ready to go, I'm going to release it today. Next, I want to talk about a wooble I completed. That wooble is the Squid Game player wooble. Came out pretty well, I think. And I started working on the 4th pattern from Everyday Crochet, the Complete Beginner's Guide by June Gilbank. It is a color block. It is a color block pot holder, and this is where I am now. Got the first couple of squares pretty well done. It's going pretty well, I think. Other than that, I walked a couple times at the local mall. I went out to eat a few times. I met my friend at a local establishment for a early lunch on Thursday. Watched a lot of Booktuber videos. Watched some WNBA games. I'd be interested in knowing how your reading week went, what books you're currently reading or currently read that you might recommend. If you'd like to let me know, please add a comment. I hope you have a wonderful reading week. I hope you have a wonderful week in general. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, please hit the bell to get notified when I upload future videos.